A good group of boys. We're all gonna die together out here.
You shouldn't have come here.
Hello, Port City people. Welcome back to This Week in Geek. Our first story, Kong is King. He hit the box offices with Kong Skull Island, and I personally have not yet seen it yet. I do know it's sitting up in Rotten Tomatoes with something like 80-something%. It was received very well. I'm excited to see it. I know my son is excited to see it because last summer when we were vacationing in Hawaii, we went to some of the places that they had actually filmed it. We got to see, although they tried to cover it up, they didn't do a very good job. We got to see some of the props that were still laying out where they were doing some filming. So that's kind of cool to be able to go to one of those sites. The big question is, though, is this is supposed to be a setup for Kong versus Godzilla. Do we need a Kong versus Godzilla? Do we really? Do we have to bring those two together? I don't know. I know there's some precedent for it before and all that kind of stuff. But that's my big thing, is if anybody out there wants to come up with some comments on that. Is that really something we need? Can we keep the two franchises separate and have them go well with each other? Or do we really need to bring the two of them together? Because supposedly that's what's going to happen, is the last American Godzilla that was done, that's going to end up taking on King Kong from Kong Skull Island. I don't know how many movies they're going to do before they bring the two franchises together. I don't have those details, but supposedly that's what they're looking at doing. So that's a big question. Are we going to do that? Do we need King Kong versus Godzilla? I don't know. I'll let you guys comment on that if you want to do that. But for now, though, Kong Skull Island is doing pretty well in the box offices, and it's a movie I want to see. It sounds like it's really good. So Kong is king at the moment. That brings us to our next story, which is about Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed. Even though the Assassin's Creed movie kind of got a lukewarm reception when it came out, it was not this big blockbuster hit that they were hoping for. It kind of did like a lot of video games that have been turned into movies did. It doesn't quite make it. It doesn't quite translate well for various reasons to the big screen. So got a lukewarm reception. But that hasn't stopped Ubisoft. According to Ubisoft's content supervisor, Amar Azaza, he let slip on a Reddit interview a little while ago that there is a Assassin's Creed TV series. I call it a TV series. But it's not going to be released on TV, but they have one in development, and it looks like it's going to be distributed via Netflix. Netflix is just exploding. They're just picking up all that good stuff. So that's kind of interesting, because like I say, the movie wasn't received well, but they can do a little bit more with the TV series as far as content and character development, and they're not restricted by a couple of hours worth of runtime. They can really do something with the series. So I would be more open to an Assassin's Creed series than I would another movie. So we'll see how that goes. But what do you think about that? Assassin's Creed coming back to a screen, the small screen. Netflix distributing, sounds like. Interesting. As far as actual details, Mr. Amar Azaza would not give any. He was actually asked for more details and said, no, can't give you any. His reason for that was basically they're going very slow on it because they want to do it right. That could be a deflection because maybe there's not really a big project yet, or that could be a really good sign because that is good. If they're really going to do things right, they do need to take their time, and it looks like that's what they're doing. But there you go. Assassin's Creed, possible Netflix series coming within a year or so. Interesting.
Rich Corinthian leather.
And finally, we're going to talk a little bit more about Deadpool 2. He is a favorite subject. We've covered him more than a few times on our channel. But this time we supposedly have some leaked concept artwork that shows the concept for Deadpool 2's Cable look a lot like Brad Pitt. And so that rumor has been floating around all the channels for a little while. That Brad Pitt has been picked as Cable. There were some other folks supposedly were going to be Cable, but that rumor's been floating that it was Brad Pitt. And now that this supposed leaked artwork is out there, it looks like that's the direction it's going, because Cable looks kind of like Brad Pitt in this leaked artwork. One thing that helps support the fact that this is authentically leaked artwork is every time it shows up out there, it gets hammered for copyright. So we're showing it on this video. So if this video disappears, you know why. Because the studios got pissed off that we have their leaked artwork. But that's what it looks like. Brad Pitt as Cable in Deadpool 2. What do you think about that? Me personally, I don't know. I could think of a lot of other actors that already look enough like Cable. But whether or not they have the acting chops to really pull off Cable, I don't know. Just having the look isn't necessarily all you need. Brad Pitt, I think, acting-wise, can do it. And if they can make him look like Cable, I think his acting skills would be able to carry that role. So that's an interesting choice. I can't say I'm disturbed by that. I'm just one of those ones who are looking forward to Deadpool 2, because the first Deadpool was really good. And I just hope the studios have learned their lessons and leave them the hell alone. Let them do their movie the way they're going to do it, and they should come out with another good product like they did with the first one. But that is the latest news, is possible Cable in Deadpool 2 played by Brad Pitt. Alright, so that takes care of This Week in Geek for March 24th, 2017. If you have any comments, please contact us. Contact us too if you want to. Make sure we're in contact. Contact us at portcitysquad@gmail.com, or you can leave comments on Facebook, Instagram, or here on YouTube underneath the video. So contact us any of those ways, and we'll be sure to try and get your comments and any questions you have here on the channel. And we appreciate your viewership. Thank you so much.